Hi guys, Terry here. Hey, it is month 7 already with the Queen of Diamonds Tula Pink quilt that we're making. So on month 7 there's 4 blocks. There's 2 large ones and 2 small ones. So the first large one I've got here, it's kind of a peachy color. So it turned out good. I was careful to have the flowers be in the right direction, and I've started putting a post-it on here when I'm cutting the pieces so that I remember that these ones are facing up this way and this is the top and then that this was the bottom. So I had a little post-it on there. I found that if I don't label them, I'll have to undo something because it's not facing the right direction. So it's surprising when you're sewing it that you mess up like that. So check the pattern often as you're piecing it together. But it turned out cute. I like the peach color. I have one more side block to go on this one. So I was just cutting that and getting that together. So now I'm working on block 2. Block 2 is one of the small ones, and it has these stripe pieces, and those will line up. And then I was just getting ready to cut the triangle pieces. This month it says to line up the stripes carefully, so these are going to be lined up. I usually just look at this and make sure it's perpendicular here, and cut all 3 of those out. And then we glue on the, well, let me show you. We cut this out. You always want to make sure you're cutting away from yourself. So I do like that my mat is small and that I can turn it. So there it is. And then we glue that back piece of paper on. I had bought a batch of these glue sticks, and I'm glad I have, because I'm going through the glue. Surprisingly, I'm going through the glue. I mean, this holds, you know, it's a whole stick of glue there. It holds a lot, but I'm glad I bought a big pack of it, because I probably go through one of these each month. So that has worked out well. And then surprisingly, what I have not gone through, at the beginning of it, from our quilt store, we were able to buy the spools of thread. I got it in different colors. And I've only gone through one of these so far. Finishing 6 months, I've only gone through one complete gray, and then I've occasionally used some other colors, depending on the color of the fabric. So I probably bought more thread than I needed, but it was nice that the store offered just buying a spool of it, so that was handy. So let me glue this on. I'm being careful to line up the top stripe there. But yeah, I'm really liking English paper piecing. It's been relaxing. Now I'm cutting as I'm going. I know some people have cut the whole thing, which normally for a quilt that's what I do. I do usually cut it all and have it ready to sew. But it's kind of been relaxing this way to just cut as you go. So there's the top of it. You know, cutting. I might cut the next 3 squares. Just to have them all together. It is handy if you know you're going to be out and about and you want to take this and work on it at like a doctor's office or something. It's been handy to have the pieces cut ahead of time. But usually I cut a little bit, sew that, cut a little bit, sew that. So that's been working well. And I have just a little bag that I take with me and the book. And I've got my glasses in there, a little pair of scissors, and then I carry my needles with me too. So this is a little, they call these needle minders. So it's just a magnet on there. And then it's nice because you can pin it to your shirt or pin it to your fabric. pin it somewhere so that you can keep track of that needle. So that's been cute and handy. And then I've got a clip just to clip the pieces together as you're sewing them. So it's handy when you line these up. Some people use a magnet. I've been using the clip. And you just line it up, clip it on one end, and then as you're sewing from end to end, you can sew towards the clip. So it just keeps everything in place while you're doing your whip stitch across there. And then when you open it up, the lines will be lined up. So love that. And yeah, it's been going well. I have, I don't know how much of the quilt we have done now, but it's really adding up. I know we're more than halfway. So there'll be a sashing around the outside. Let me show you the picture. Here's a picture of the final quilt. So there's a sashing that goes around each diamond, and then there's a larger sashing which has diamonds in it, in between it. It's going to be beautiful. I think the other thing that I'm surprised about is how much fabric we received. I mean, they give you 1/8 of a yard, and you can see that after I cut my 3 triangles, I'm going to have so much of it left. So I can either remake the quilt or use this for another quilt pattern, because I do love the fabric. It's bright and cheerful. So yeah, I think there will be a lot of fabric left over that we can use for something else. I don't think that I would remake this quilt. It's going to be beautiful to have, but I don't know what I would do with 2 of them. I guess give one away. But yeah, so I'm enjoying making it. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. And I'm trying to, I think we go for, what's the last month? Is there 10? There's 11 months. 11 months, so the 12th month must be where we're putting all the sashing on. So I've enjoyed it. It was handy to buy. I bought the templates and the paper pieces. I think that was really handy to have. I've seen some people use their own fabric and not buy the Tula Pink fabric. I think I like that I bought the whole kit, because then I can just, mindlessly work on it. I see some people struggling with trying to put their own colors with it and get the contrasting, and I think it's just not going to pop like the original one. But I just like that I didn't have to think through that process. So love that. It is beautiful fabric. I'm sure I'll use it on something. And I think that's it. So if you're quilting anything, put it in the comments. Let me know what you're working on, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.